What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching today, baby. Alright, guys, so I haven't made a video for a while, and some of you were asking for an update, so here it is. Whew! I'm going to try to make this 15-minute video so I don't drag on and on and on. I kind of have a lot to go over, so I took some notes for you all suckers. Alright, guys, so before you give any thought to hitting that thumbs down, which I know there's about one of you that always do, regardless of what I put. But before you do, I want to ask you guys to watch the entire video so that I can explain certain things before you judge me. Don't judge me. So, all right, guys. So today is the 6th day off Suboxone. Raise the roof. Raise the roof. I don't want to call this video Suboxone withdrawal because I am doing this with the help of Kratom. So, and I know that that's a controversial subject. I've put a lot of research and time into making this very calculated decision. So to be honest with you guys, there's a couple reasons why I chose to do this. First of all, for some reason this time it was just like, I don't know, I feel like the longer you're in this world, the more it just gets built into your brain that, you know, every day I need to wake up, take my Suboxone. Every day, wake up, take it's so deep etched into my brain that for me to just stop, even though I was on such a tiny dose, it just wasn't happening, guys. I want to be honest with you. I wish that I could say that I was He-Man and that I could control my own brain, but I couldn't do it. You know, I couldn't just give it up and cold turkey with nothing else. Like my brain just, I tried and my brain just went Suboxone, Suboxone, Suboxone all fucking day long. Pardon my French. Haven't made a video for a while, so yeah, so I just couldn't do it. I was kind of scared to do it. The anxiety with actually getting off, just straight up off, the anxiety was kicking my ass. I wish I could have just done it that way, but this is where we're at, guys. So, but I do want to stress that I believe I am doing this incredibly responsible. I am extremely calculated with my doses, and I'm about to explain to you guys the doses that I've taken to get this far. So I'm gonna just go ahead and say, for the simplicity of things, I did this last time I came off Suboxone, that I came off at about 0.25 milligrams, because if you start talking about the 0.10056, like, a lot of people don't understand math that well, so 0.25 is a quarter of 1 milligram. All right, and that is a very small dose. Not many people can make it to that low of a dose, but me knowing how challenging it was for me to try to get off Suboxone, when I tried at 3 milligrams once, that was too hard for me, and when I tried again at 1 milligram, it was still too hard for me. Now, if I would have known, did I know about Kratom then? I think I did, but I don't think I didn't try it then. I didn't know much about Kratom back then. Had I known as much as I know now, maybe I could have got off at those other doses. So, okay, so here was my Kratom doses, and I want to stress that I'm taking the smaller tablets, and I recommend doing the tablets because I feel like when people get in trouble with Kratom is when you don't know how much you're taking, because it's such a small amount that's in each tablet. That if you're taking the powder and you're just scooping tablespoons, that's a huge dose. A tablespoon is a massive dose. And some people will just take tablespoon after tablespoon. I want to say a tablespoon is about 10 grams. Oh my God. All at once. Okay, so I feel like that's where people can get into trouble with this. Because I do believe that you could experience euphoria. Although from all the people that I've talked to that have taken Kratom, they have given me major warnings about being careful with Kratom. So I just have it built into my brain to take tiny doses because I'm afraid to experience that euphoria, to be honest with you. So I've never experienced that with Kratom because the only times that I've used it, I've only taken small doses. Okay, so day one, and we're already 5 minutes in. Oh my gosh, day one I took 10 tablets. Okay, spaced out through the entire day. I set out 10 tablets, and these are the 0.7 gram tablets. Okay, so 10 times 0.7, that's 7 grams for my first day of Suboxone. And as you guys know, my first, second, third, fourth day is like my worst days because it kicks in fast for me. Okay, so that's 7 grams. Days 2 and 3, I took only 9 tablets. So pretty much you have like an allowance of Kratom for the day. You set your tablets out, and you got to make those last till the end of the day, and you're going to need some to get through the night, okay? Because that's when the insomnia really kicks in and the restless legs kicks in as well. So you better save some of that allowance money for the nighttime, or you're going to have hell to pay if you're taking these low doses. If you're taking bigger doses, you're not going to kick into withdrawal in nighttime because the higher dosage will last you through the night, okay? All right, days 2 and 3, I took 9, which is 6.3 grams. Days 4 and 5, I took 8 tablets per day, which was only 5.6 grams. Okay, we're already getting low. We're already tapering. That's where we're at. Okay, so day 6, which was today, and it's nighttime, so tomorrow will be day 7. Today, I'm only allowing myself to take 7. Okay, so however you want to take those throughout the day, I suggest taking 1 to 2 tablets at a time. And I have not experienced any euphoria. I want to make sure that that's very clear. And that is one of the main things you need to be monitoring. Okay, if you're trying to get off Suboxone or opiates and your brain relates that you can get high or get a buzz off of Kratom, that's going to make it a trap for you to be stuck in. So I have been very, very cautious to not let myself catch any buzz, any euphoria, anything like that from Kratom. You're not going to catch a buzz off of two small Kratom tablets. Now, you guys can get the bigger tablets. Those are 1 gram each. So if I would have did that, I would have only needed 7 tablets. But like I said, I just did the small 0.7 gram tablets. So tomorrow will be day 7, and I'm going to do 7 tablets again, which is under 5 grams. Okay, then the plan, who knows if that's ever going to go, everything's ever going to go as planned, but so far this has gone as planned. And I'm now on day 6. I'm being responsible with this. I've been tapering every 48 hours, so every 2 days, I've tapered 1 less tablet. All right, I gotta hurry and get through this video. Sorry, it's already taken forever. So I want to talk about some things that I have been experiencing, the issues that I've been experiencing. So insomnia is mild. It's not wild like it is if you were to just jump fully off. So there is some issues with insomnia. It's not nearly as bad as it would be just coming off cold turkey. Okay, mild restless leg syndrome in the middle of the night. I'll wake up about once or twice in the middle of the night with restless legs. And this is the part where you want to save 1 or 2 tablets for the nighttime. So what you can do is break open the tablet, put it in a little protein shaker, put a tiny bit of water in there, shake it up, drink it, and then go lay back down and go back to bed, okay? It's probably 20, 30 minutes later. You feel like you won't fall back asleep, but hopefully you should be able to. I have been able to. So it's important to save these because, as you guys know, Kratom's half-life is really short. I want to say it's 4 to 5 hours. And at these tiny doses, it's in and out quick. All right, emotions. This is a big one for me. So that's how experiencing these things is how I know that this is I'm going in the right direction and that this was the right move for me. So I wasn't even going to post this video unless I felt I could controllably taper this and I felt like this was the right move. So that's why I'm waiting until day 6 to let you guys know. I feel like this is the right move. If this ends up being a total flop, this video will be deleted, and I probably won't mention much about Kratom going forward because I don't want to give you guys hope. And none of this is me saying that you guys need to do this. This is just me finding my way out of the rat maze. This is just me trying to figure out what I can do to get out of this shit. And Yeah, that's where we're at. So the emotions on day 2, night 2, or 3, 2 or 3. So it was a last Friday night, and I don't know, I just hit like, it was like a panic attack type feeling. And it's really kind of hard to go through this stuff if you have like, I'm trying to decide what to say with this, but if you have lingering heartbreak, say from a past relationship, or maybe somebody died or something, something like that, and those emotions are going to be amplified big time. And these emotions hit me really freaking hard on Friday night. I started getting like a panic attack is what it felt like. And I was like, this person was just like in my head constantly. My brain was like trying to punk me. It was like, you need to text this person right now. You need to text them. You need to text them. And it was just like, it was messed up that my brain was doing that to me. But, and I'll just say I started crying and getting really emotional and like just getting flooded with emotions. So that wouldn't have happened, if I wasn't going in the right direction as far as getting off of opiates. If I was going the wrong direction, and say this kratom was taking me in the wrong direction, I wouldn't have had that episode, whatever the hell that was. So in that moment, like, I started kind of freaking out, and then I turned it into anger. I got really pissed. I said, "Come on, motherfucker," like pretty much like, you got to fight your brain. Your brain is like freaking out on you, and you have to fight back. There's going to be moments like this where you have to really, I don't know how else to explain it. It's just there's going to be times where you have to fight your own emotions in your brain, and you will have really strong emotions at times. Okay. So, I did notice this morning, okay, there was a sad song on, and it was like, oh my God, like my heart started freaking out, and I had to change it. Okay. Then I took my 2 tablets, and I'm constantly, as you guys know, I'm kind of OCD, so I'm constantly monitoring my body's systems. I'm trying to find the best way out of this opiate life. So I feel like this is kind of the best route for me. So, okay, so after about an hour of me taking these 2 tablets, I listened to the same song, and I was able to then listen to it. So clearly the kratom is helping stabilize me at certain points of the day. So that's just something I wanted to note. All right, so you need to constantly monitor your euphoria and your mood after you take your dose. Usually it's up to an hour of when the dose will take its full effect. And you need to really monitor to make sure, guys, that you don't notice any extra mood boosts. Like, if you notice any euphoria, if you get happy for no reason out of nowhere, that means I believe that means you're going in the wrong way. That's how I feel about it. That means the dose is too strong, and your opiate tolerance is kind of going upwards again. That's how I'm looking at it. You should not let yourself experience any euphoria from taking kratom, because that's when people get trapped in this shit. And then they want to start chasing the kratom dragon, and then they start escalating doses because they've felt, their brain knows that they can feel that happiness. But if you don't ever feel that, then I'm hoping and thinking that my brain shouldn't get so tied to this substance, whatever you want to call it. So I do want to say that it feels like it is approximately about 50% easier if you have kratom to supplement with than just coming off with nothing. And this is just based off my past experiences. So that leads me to believe that when I come off kratom, it'll probably be about half as easy as coming off of Suboxone. That's my hope. And with me tapering down this, hopefully, who knows if it's going to really go this way, but I'm really wanting to do this and document this stuff for people that have heard about kratom. This is just me giving my experience. This doesn't mean this is the way you need to go. I'm only sharing what I can do and what I'm doing. So I'm not approving of kratom or denying it. However, I am denying kratom if you're not going to learn how to measure your dose or be responsible with the doses that you're taking. So if you don't know how to write down and figure out how many grams you're taking, and you're just kind of blindly taking this stuff, I don't think this is the route for you. All right, so I've noticed my anxiety is a lot less than it would have been. Okay, just jumping straight off. I'm having a bit less stomach pain and cramps, especially at night. And also, it's important to notice your bowel movements. Okay, if you're starting to get constipated when you normally weren't, again, I think that you're going the wrong way that you're taking too much, or that this just isn't the path for you, probably. Because I believe that means that your opiate tolerance is going up if you start getting constipated. So, there we're at the 15-minute mark, so we got to wrap this up here. Okay, guys, so going forward, if in a perfect world, I would just continue tapering every 48 hours, one less tablet, and I would be off this all the way in the next 2 weeks. Okay, I'd like to get in and out of this as quick as I can, and so far this is feeling really doable. Okay, and I understand that I still am taking 7 tablets a day, but like I said, that's less than 5 grams a day. Okay, so that's kind of where I'm at, guys, right now. So I just wanted to make an update for you guys. Hopefully you can understand why I made this choice. It was just feeling too hopeless to just get off Suboxone with nothing else. I didn't want to get gabapentin, or I don't like Xanax and all that crap. Like everybody, you can find what you think might work for you. If it's smoking weed or Xanax or CBD oil, find what works for you guys. We're all different. We all have different genetics. I've been working really hard finding new diet paths and ways to perfect my diet. I now found a way I've been juicing. You guys can see my blender back there. So I'm able to get a perfect meal in first thing in the morning and get my vegetables in, and that has really been helping, I believe. My diet is amazing. I've been working my ass off in the gym. That night that I mentioned that I had those really strong emotions, I just decided to fight it, and to me what that looked like was went to the gym and I had a really good long 5-mile incline cardio session, and I felt amazing after that. So kind of running myself out of air here, so I'm trying to get this all out too fast. Anyways, guys, feel free to leave me a comment. Please support me on this. I know this isn't the ideal way that I would have liked to get off Suboxone, but the fact remains is I haven't taken Suboxone for 6, almost 7 days, and I'm taking an over-the-counter, legal, cheap-ass supplement. It is what it is. We've all heard the horror stories of Kratom. We've all heard the horror stories of Suboxone. We've all heard everything you want to, every substance. You can look at Advil horror stories, okay? Anything taken too much or out of control is going to be bad for you. You could probably overdose on multivitamins. Who freaking knows? Or milk or water. You know what I mean? So that's probably just me trying to justify my actions, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Macho madness. Hulk Hogan. All right, guys, I'm going to end this video before I ramble on too long. I will try to make a video in the next few days. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them. If you want to support me, feel free to drop a supporting comment. And I hope you guys are all having a great fucking day. Bye.